Welcome to the Isuzu UTE A-League highlights show for round 20. We kick off with a midweek fixture at Campbelltown Sports Stadium as Macarthur FC hosted the Central Coast Mariners, where a lightning storm in the area saw a delayed kick-off. The Bulls were looking to bounce back after only one win in their last 10 competitive matches, including a heavy defeat last time out to local rivals the Western Sydney Wanderers, whilst all 3 points would see the Mariners return to the top 6 for the first time since November. Milej Stajovski made one change to his lineup after their derby loss, starting Rafael Duran in midfield, whilst Warren Moon added 4 new faces to his 11 that drew with the Jets, bringing in Nathan Paul, Bailey Brantman and Alfie McCalmont, along with a starting debut for Jacob Nasso.
Thrusts it in towards Paul, McCalmont. Down goes Brantman, Sam Kelly whistle to the mouth, penalty to the Mariners. So all of the Bulls' dominance, and in the end, a clumsy foul in the box, and the Mariners are going to go to the spot. McCalmont scores for the 4th time this season from the penalty spot, and the Mariners, who have been under the pump to start this one, once again show their ruthless efficiency. The 9th time they have conceded in the 15 minutes before half-time. But can they find the equaliser? Wozniak straight at Redmayne. Oh, and then the deflection. That was almost schoolyard stuff. The way that almost deflected over the head of Redmayne. And now it's Duran in behind. And the goal drought goes on. The delivery is dangerous again, the punch away as far as Brantman deflection, that time it's in, that time the Mariners have got their second goal and Bailey Brantman is claiming the credit. Robinson cannot quite believe his luck. 4 wins from their previous 5 matches here with a draw. And the Bulls get one back, yes they can, oh that is some kind of strike. From the Socceroo, a traceable from Caceres, and the Bulls, they are right back in this one. So almost 300 matches for Caceres, which, is there a problem here? It's a red card. Tommy Uzcock has been sent off. Here's Blair, goes around Robinson. A decision here for the referee. Muir goes down. Referee comes back. What is the colour of the card here? And out comes a second red card for a Bull tonight. Muir, and the deflection, it's in. Philip Curto could not get there in the nick of time, and Nathaniel Blair has scored 2 in his last 3 A-League matches after not scoring any in his first 26. He's on a roll now. And it's the Mariners who sail into the top 6 for the first time since November. These Kings of Campbelltown, 5 A-League wins here. In 6 matches against the Bulls, they have never lost here. And they continue that run at this venue. While for the Bulls, utter frustration. Their losing run extends to 3 matches. The referees cop a few boos as they head down the tunnel. It's 3 straight losses for Macarthur. 1 win in their last 11 across all competitions. They are in a rut and they need to find a way out of it. Full time at Campbelltown, Macarthur FC 1, Central Coast Mariners 3.
Friday night football returned to Cooper Stadium as Adelaide United hosted the Wellington Phoenix. A win would see the Reds move into 3rd place, at least temporarily, whilst 3 points could see the Knicks move off the bottom of the ladder. Ed and Andrioli stuck with the same starting 11 for the 3rd straight game, whilst interim coach Chris Greenacre brought the club's top scorer Ifeanyi Eze back into his squad, whilst captain Alex Rufer dropped out due to suspension.
Friday nights have been very good for Adelaide so far, and they work far away from opening the scoring inside 20 seconds. Corbin Piper, one over the top for Eze. Oh, and he's going to get there, Eze, as Smits keeps it in. The opportunity, oh, and he's curled it just wide. Rami Nazarene, what a great chance. Johnny Yole for Alaginch. Now Muniz. The Spaniard's outstanding left foot. What a pass for De Cooley. He rounds the keeper and he hits the post. Still, Adelaide can't score. Good ball over the top. Flag stays down for the moment. Nazarene shoots at the near post, palmed away, and it's a corner. Nagasawa, ball back post. The header, Corbin Piper. Well, he earned the free kick, and he heads it home. Fantastic in the air, the Wellington number 3. And those Knicks fans can celebrate. It is Muniz. Oh, and Oluwayemi. Well, it's a nervy moment again. Here's Alaginch. Johnny Yole. Oh, good little ball. Jovanovic, great turn. Jovanovic still. Jovanovic! Third time lucky for Luka Jovanovic. This time he makes no mistake. Down in front of the Red Army. It's that danger time for Wellington. And they've been caught out again. Johnny Yole, Adelaide. Through the legs of Nagasawa. Helped on. Jovanovic again, overlapping run, De Cooley, Jovanovic, oh, deflected! So close. Finds Kitto now. Muniz. Oh, clever pass, Ryan White, great save, Oluwayemi. Well, that was a good save, but how about the pass from Juan Muniz? The Kiwi international, central defender, steps up. He got it around the wall. Here's Ryan Kitto. Muniz. Good ball for Alaginch. Alaginch! Well, he did score one like that earlier this season, heading for the roof of the net at the near post. It's all over at Coopers, where in terms of Friday night football, the home side remain undefeated this season, but they miss out on the opportunity to climb above Sydney FC and really pile the pressure on the top two. Luka Jovanovic's goal, it looked like that was going to herald the start of the home side's onslaught, but it never materialised. Excellent result for a Wellington Phoenix side who pick up their first point under caretaker coach Chris Greenacre, their former striker. James had given the away side the lead before Jovanovic's equaliser. A good result for the Travellers, disappointment for Adelaide as it's finished here at Coopers Stadium. The Reds won, the Phoenix won.
The Western Sydney Wanderers made the trip up the freeway to McDonald Jones Stadium to take on top of the table Newcastle Jets. The home side were looking to set a new club record and go 10 matches undefeated in the Isuzu UTE League, whilst the Wanderers were hoping for back-to-back wins for the first time since November. Jets boss Mark Milligan stuck with the same 11 for the 8th straight match, whilst Gary Van Egmond also kept the same starting lineup that beat Macarthur last weekend.
So Fraser, good shape on the delivery, and there is the opening goal. Bojidar Kraev, he's been one of the best out there to start this match. And in his 100th A-League match, he caps it with a goal.
Well, he was up like a salmon at the far post, and it was brilliant delivery to the back post area.
Interesting to see what Western Sydney do, especially the fact now they're in front. Fraser against the sideline. This is danger. And Fraser, it deflects to Kraev, and he couldn't keep it down. Degree of difficulty was extreme there, but the Bulgarian still took it on. is Burgess. Bayliss! And just could not get the strike on line. But again, Newcastle being forced to shoot from distance. Everything that I planned came to fruition in the first half. And I tell you what, he got it absolutely spot on. But Newcastle have the chance to turn that around. And it's Taylor, and it's Adams! Well, could it get any easier? He almost walked it into the net, Eli Adams. And Newcastle are back on level terms, and Western Sydney, they cannot quite believe what's happened. Adams hooks it back post, Kankar with the header, Rose on the volley, spills back for the strike of Taylor, and this should be, it's going to be a goal kick. Well, that's unlucky for the Jets. Now Clayton Taylor. Taylor! That's how close it was. A whisker away from a Newcastle lead here. Wilmering and Dobson stand over it, and it's Dobson, and it's Lawrence Thomas. Bertoluccio. The angle was there. He opts for Adams, and Eli Adams. He was a little quiet in the first half. He has been far from that in the second. Right now it's Eli Adams with the free kick. It bends to the back post, and it's Natta of all players. It's Mark Natta who puts Newcastle in front. The centre-back against his old side scores his first of the season, and there could be no more vital time than this. Fraser and Hammond. Can they get it to the target man, Ibusuki? It's Fraser again. It's Thurgate. The header! Oh, it was that close to looping over the top of Delianov and in. Another week. Another record for these high-flying Jets. 10 unbeaten for the first time in club history. And for the first time this season in the A-League, they have come from behind to win. Just remarkable. And how crucial could those 3 points prove in the race for the Premier's plate? Gee, the Wanderers were valiant. But full time in Newcastle, the Jets 2, Western Sydney 1.
A resurgent Melbourne victory made the trip to Allianz Stadium to take on rival Sydney FC for the 69th edition of the Big Blue in the Isuzu UTE A-League. The Sky Blues were undefeated in their last 3 matches and coming off back-to-back wins, whilst Victory were undefeated in their last 4, looking to solidify their place in the top 6. With star Joe Lolly set to be sidelined for over a month with an ankle injury, Sydney boss Ufuk Talay brought Victor Campazano back into his starting 11, whilst Arthur Dillies made 3 changes to his side that drew with Adelaide, giving starts to Xavier Stella, Clarice Mario Santos and Nikos Virgos.
Velupile with Stella. Mata. Velupile again. Now Rawlins getting forward. A little 1-2. It's great football, Rawlins. Well, he's only got 1 A-League goal to his name. Arslan, little give and go with Stamatolopoulos. Arslan still going, great save, Wachowski. Brilliant. Reflex stop, low to his right. They have the ball. That's one positive to take from it. Here's Jelassic again for Velupile. It might yet turn into something for Victory. Oh, Virgos' shot. Brilliantly blocked by Alex Popovic, the man of the moment for Sydney FC. Juan Mata it is. It's over the wall and it's in. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Everything he touches turns to gold at the moment. Juan Mata. Perfect free kick. Campuzano trying to get away, does so. Ball in, is a good one off the crossbar. The follow-up. Oh, is that a high boot? What's the referee make of that? Sydney FC are adamant that there should be a penalty. Oh, great ball in behind. Garuccio, the cutback. Oh, the hesitation. Campuzano. Brilliant stop with Shawski for the second time this evening. Low to his right. Grimaldi, nice touch around Grant. Valadon into the area, the cutback, and finds it all the way through. And Duca with his first touch. Midway through the second half, has given Victory their second goal. And for the first time in 2.5 years, we could have an away winner in the Big Blue. In that same spell of matches, as that cross in, the header, Stamatolopoulos! His first goal for Sydney FC. And just when we were wondering where the goal would come from, his goalkeeping coach Frank Jurich is here as well. Oh, Hudson Touré's got there, across the face of goal, and that's two. Ahmed Arslan. Speaking of debut goals, he has his first in Sky Blue. 2 goals in 2 minutes, and Sydney FC are back in it. Again, Garuccio, great delivery. Esposito's been good at the back. A Mountain, that clearance. It's there for... Oh, Stamatolopoulos on the turn, spilled. Still it's there. And somehow, Melbourne Victory get it clear. And that is the end. There's no more time added on from referee Lachlan Keevers. An absolutely dramatic night at Allianz Stadium. We knew we were in for something special when Juan Mata scored the most delicious free kick in the 34th minute. Against the run of play, Melbourne Victory made it 2, and with 20 minutes to go, it looked like it was curtains for the home side. But they showed outstanding character, outstanding determination to score 2 late goals. It is the Sydney FC trademark this year. January signings, Apostolos, Stamatolopoulos, and then Ahmed Arslan getting their first goals for Sydney FC. A remarkable evening of football, a fantastic way to conclude the 69th Big Blue. All square at Allianz. Sydney FC 2, Melbourne Victory 2.
Perth Glory made the long trip to Go Media Stadium to take on defending premiers Auckland FC in the final game of the round. The Black Knights were sitting in second place and hoping to close the 5-point gap between themselves and the Newcastle Jets at the top of the table, whilst Glory were 5 points behind 6th as they tried to chase down a finals position. Steve Corica made one change to his side that beat Melbourne City last time out, Sam Cosgrove coming in for captain Hiroki Sakai, who is set to miss up to 5 weeks with a hamstring injury, whilst Perth boss Adam Griffiths brought Will Freeney into his Glory side that drew last weekend against Brisbane.
A free kick is lofted in towards the penalty spot, helped on by Jake Gerwood-Wright. Eventually half cleared by Will Freeney. Strike from distance is in! Cosgrove opens the scoring inside 10 minutes. I wonder whether Matt Sutton was unsighted. But it's a pile driver. And Sam Cosgrove with his 8th of the season. Ball to find Cosgrove, and he links in as well with Guillermo Mai. Past the outstretched hand and the upright of Perth's goal. Perth into the near post. And Caltac, in his 100th game, brings his side back into the game unmarked inside the 6-yard box. And the Vanuatu international makes no mistake and marks appearance number 100.
It's a brilliant diving header.
Cosgrove. It was a header without real pace, but down into the turf of Charsky. As Randall blows past. As far as Keltak. Oh, great strike. The save equally up to task. Cam Howison denied his first A-League goal. Fourth appearance for Tavia. Here he is on the ball. Picks the pass. It's a delightful one. And a smash and grab for Perth. Kolakovsky puts the visitors into the lead. Wonderful slide rule pass by Luca Tavia. Howison, there's the delivery, and there's the equaliser. Or is it? Well, the whistle went before the celebrations were peaked.
There's nothing that looks obvious here. It's a great ball, maybe the wrestle between, so they're saying Cosgrove and Wooten maybe, but it looks like normal football contact. There's nothing in that, surely the goal has to stand.
After an on-field review, there is no free kick in the penalty area. The final decision is goal.
So Griffiths has really gone for it here. Up they go, Perth, and still going is Shamoon. Here is the youngster, links the play, Taggart! Wow, what a moment that would have been for Perth. And honours are shared at Go Media Stadium. 2 goals to Sam Cosgrove, not enough to get 3 points for Auckland FC. Brian Keltak's goal on his 100th appearance, and Stefan Kolakovsky means this one finishes Auckland FC 2, Perth Glory 2.
There were only 5 matches this week, with Melbourne City beating Brisbane Roar 1-0 when their clash was played in January. So at the end of round 20, it's the Newcastle Jets who extend their lead at the top of the table to 4 points, with Auckland FC, Sydney FC, Adelaide United and Melbourne Victory following them, whilst the 3 points for the Central Coast Mariners sees them move into the top 6 for the first time since November. At the other end of the ladder, the draw for Wellington Phoenix sees them move off the foot of the table, and with 6 rounds remaining and only 6 points separating last place from the top 6, it is set to be an exciting run home to finals. Join us next week for another action-packed round of the Isuzu UTE A-League, headlined by a 1v2 clash as the Newcastle Jets host Auckland FC. We'll see you then.